From Gloucester County College, Comcast Sports presents the final of the girls division of the 6th annual James G. Atkinson Memorial Basketball Classic. Hi everybody, I'm Bob Shryock along with Shawn Leary from Gloucester County College. Shawn, a couple of real good teams, one unbeaten, one with just one loss.
Yeah, and I mean the one loss coming for Timber Creek came to Cherokee, the number 2 team in South Jersey. So not a bad loss by any stretch of the imagination. And that loss for Timber Creek was against a very good athletic team. A team that they're going to be very similar tonight, that they're going to be finding, is Glassboro. Great athleticism. They're playing terrific defense. A big turnaround from last year. A team that started 0-6. Now Glassboro undefeated at 4-0. But Timber Creek, only the one stumble. They love to equal that 4-win mark tonight against Glassboro.
And Tiffany Jones off to a real good start for this Timber Creek team, Shawn.
Well, she really sets the tone for the team, Bob. And what she does well is she distributes the basketball. She can fill it up as well. She has a nice jumper. She drives to the basket. She plays good defense. She's that type of senior that you need on the floor that's going to be able to do everything for your team and give everyone else a chance to get to the basket with terrific ball handling skills.
62 of the 68 points for Glassboro in this opener scored by 4 players.
Yeah.
One of them, Stephanie Gardner, had 15. She's a key player in this team.
You're right. This team is so balanced. They're playing so good defensively. But Stephanie Gardner, as a sophomore, has really taken a leadership role. Not so much with her voice, but her leadership skills of just setting by example. She's coming early to practice. She's leaving late. She's doing everything on the floor and working extremely hard in practice that a coach would want her to. So she's also filling up the basket. She handles the ball extremely well. And I think she's really the key as a sophomore to come in and settle all those seniors down when they struggled early on in the beginning of last year.
Okay, Glassboro and Timber Creek for the championship right after this. Shawn Leary and Bob Shryock back at Gloucester County College. The starting lineup, Shawn.
You have Tasia Farmer, Tiffany Jones, and Zakiya Matthews. The guards, Jasmine Martin, a freshman, going to start tonight along with Lindsay Steele, a senior, at that forward position. The Chargers with 4 seniors in that starting lineup. There you see Glassboro with the guard trio of Ashley Willis, Natira Willis, and Stephanie Gardner. Kendra Garrison and Shamira Rothmiller, the 2 forwards. Rothmiller, a terrific shot putter in the spring season for the track and field team for Glassboro.
Should be a good one. Glassboro undefeated. Timber Creek with just 1 loss in the season. And Timber Creek controlling. And a quick breakaway opportunity. The shot missed. And a travel call.
Yeah, it looked like Tiffany Jones dragged her right foot a little bit there. And
First pressure by Timber Creek.
Both these teams are going to press. You're going to see a lot of turnovers, Bob, especially when you get that press working for both squads. They like to push the basketball.
Good baseline move, but good defense from behind as well. And a breakaway opportunity for the Bulldogs. Layup miss and the rebound taken down by Farmer of Timber Creek. Still no score.
Natira Willis on the break. She might have got caught underneath the basket a little too far, and that's why she came up without the 2 points on that end. Now a foul.
Strong baseline move by Steele, and she'll go to the line with 2 shots.
Yeah, Willis on that end. Natira Willis will be charged with a foul. Lindsay Steele wasn't feeling good 2 days ago. She was sick. I believe it was actually yesterday. And she might have passed it along to Zakiya Matthews, who had a little nausea today, Bob. So something to keep our eye on both of those girls.
And Steele makes 1 of 2. It's 1-0 Timber Creek, and they continue the full court pressure. Willis gets it in bounds. And Glassboro beats the press. Glassboro a 21-point winner over Kingsway in the first game of this tournament. And a steal by Farmer. Left-handed layup is good, and it's 3-0 Timber Creek a minute into the game.
Great anticipation by Farmer, able to go coast to coast. Lays it up with the left hand.
2-on-1 opportunity. And a missed shot.
Just a little undisciplined that time for Kendrick Garrison.
And Timber Creek also turns it over on the errant pass by Martin. So it's 3-0 Timber Creek with 6:42 to play, first quarter. Glassboro off to a 4-0 start this season. That's Gardner with the ball. We talked about her in the pregame. Top of the key. Left-handed shot off balance, no good, and Glassboro off to a tough shooting start in this one. Shot missed.
Ball's going to be kicked by Timber Creek. That's going to give the ball back to the Bulldogs. Hey, Glassboro started off, Bobby mentioned, being 4-0. There you see Coach Rick Wisniewski, who is the head coach his second year, was the JV coach here at Glassboro, given his first opportunity to coach as a head coach. Bishop Eustis graduate, grew up in Malton. There you see Donna Clark, Collingswood girl who went on to play at Rowan University, her second year as well.
A missed shot, rebounded by Willis. A 3-on-2 for the Bulldogs. Good move by Willis and gets a layup. Great move by Ashley Willis, the junior, at 3-2 Timber Creek.
Well, she looks like a point guard. She was. Last season, they did have Gardner come in and start the last 3 or 4 games of the season, put her in the point guard position, moved Willis out the shooting guard, giving her more chances to score.
And Lindsay Steele will go back to the line with 2 more foul shots. 5:20 to play in the first. 3-2 lead Timber Creek. Slow start. Both teams off to a rugged shooting start. One more for Steele. It's 4-2 Timber Creek from the Olympic National Division. New school, just a couple years old. She hits them both. She's 3 for 4 at the line. 5-2 Timber Creek. Rothmiller, who had a big 26 points against Kingsway. Good recovery by Natera Wolf. 2-3 zone set up by Timber Creek. And the Bulldogs turn it over again. Tough start for Glassboro, Shawn.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to hurry their passes a little too much. And maybe the anticipation on defense for Timber Creek is forcing Glassboro to move the ball a little quicker than it wants to. But they settle down a little bit. When the break's there, they want to be able to take it and move the ball and push it up court. When it's not there, set up your half-court offense and look for a good shot.
Farmer gets a shot off and hits it. As Farmer makes it 7-2, a 5-point Timber Creek lead.
Rare, Bob, you see in high school basketball, we have 3 officials tonight.
Don't see that too often.
No.
Jim Perry, Ron Martin, and Ed DeAndrea working the game. Rothmiller gets her first shot off, no good. And Timber Creek doing a good job on the board so far. Steele gets the shot, and she gets the bounce too. 9-2. Great start for Timber Creek. And Rich Wisniewski wants a timeout. 4:18 to play in the first. Kind of a surprising start, Shawn. 9-2 Timber Creek.
Well, you look at what they're able to do is they're pushing the ball well, and they've hit a couple of jumpers. And you look at the opposite end. I think Glassboro's just been too rushed on the offensive end, just trying to force things, maybe settling for poor shots. They've missed a couple of layups. Defensively, they just have to get back in transition. That's where Timber Creek would like to push the ball, and when the opportunity is there, they'll go to the basket. Timber Creek's a pretty good team. It's faced some good competition. We talked about the one loss to Cherokee. It was a 55-44 loss. Cherokee, a very athletic team, maybe not as athletic as Glassboro, but certainly more skilled than Glassboro. Well, slightly more skilled. I wouldn't say certainly, but slightly more skilled than Glassboro. Glassboro maybe having the edge athletically, but Glassboro needs to be able to control the ball. They have 5 scorers on the court, which is something that I think that even Coach Wisniewski wasn't too sure that he had to start the season. That's one of the reasons why he moved Ashley Willis to shooting guard.
The press really taking its toll on Glassboro. That's Miller, no good. And Farmer with another loose ball, 2-on-2. Farmer, good move, and hits it. What a shot, what a play by Farmer. It's 11-2 Timber Creek, and they are hot.
We got a
2-on-1 opportunity for Glassboro. Another steal. Timber Creek guards are really doing the job.
And Tiffany Jones with a steal there. Probably got away with a carry there. Turn the ball over.
Steal misses. Good hustle though. That'll be a traveling. No basket. A travel call against Jones. Basket disallowed. 11-2 Timber Creek. 3:16 to go in the a surprising first quarter. Glassboro unable to deal with the pressure so far. And they're also very cold from the field.
They're not getting the jump. They've had a couple decent looks in the last possessions. You don't mind those particular shots, but if they just are able to work the ball around, move it, find the open jumper, they have, again, pretty good shooters on the floor.
Wow. Lindsay still with a 3. 14-2 Timber Creek. Who would have thought it? Three on two. They can't hit anything. Lucknow, a good offensive board, goes back up. She's fouled.
If you're having trouble shooting the ball, you should try and drive, get to the foul line, do what you have to do to settle the team down, get some points on the board, and that's a good spot to go into Shamira Rothmar. Even if she's going to get an offensive board, I think they probably need to get the ball into her a little bit more, get her to the foul line, try to creep back into the game.
She had 26 against Kingsway in the first round win. That's her first point in this one. It's 14-3. And hits them both with a good touch, 14-4. Still open again, and hits another one. Boy, she's hot. Lindsay still with another basket. 16-4.
She has 10. The other 6 scored by Farmer.
Another turnover. Farmer, and she hits it. Oh, wow, what a disastrous start for Glassboro. 18-4, 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Another turnover.
Good pass.
No, disallowed basket.
One step before
travel. Good call.
She went to the basket. Yeah, a couple extra steps. Nice pass by Steele. Right now, Timber Creek doing really nothing wrong at this point. Pass should have been made there by Willis.
They're getting all the loose balls and all the rebounds too, Shawn. Farmer. Good offensive board. Put back no good. Still Timber Creek ball. They're impressive. Good looking basketball team.
Let's go, y'all.
Beat Pennsauken in Pennsauken the opening night 54-47. And came back and lost to Cherokee 3 days later. Followed that up with a win against Winslow Township. Really beat them up 67-39 and beat Deptford in the opening round of this tournament 51-42 last night.
Offensive foul against Martin, the freshman. It'll be Glassboro ball. Minute 15 to go in the first. 18-4 Timber Creek. 2-3 zone by Timber Creek has been effective. Oh, three-pointer hit nicely by Ashley Willis. That helps, 18-7. Under a minute in the quarter. We'll give her that shot. No, she misses one.
Good dish.
And the basket good by Rothmiller. And that's a run of 5 by Glassboro to get them back in there a little bit at 18-9 with 24 seconds to play in the quarter. Timber Creek might look for the final shot here.
Good decision that time by Gardner on the break to pull it out and not get the offensive charge. That's going to count.
So Farmer gets loose inside. She's a great little player. Hits the basket and has a chance for a three-pointer. I like her game, Shawn.
It's been the Farmer and Steele show, both of them with 10 points apiece, giving them this 20-9 lead here with only 15.4 left.
$29, 12 seconds. Gardner with the ball. They'll play for the final shot of the quarter. Warner gets a shot off. In and out. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Good first quarter for Timber Creek. Glassboro struggled. It's 20-9 Timber Creek. Bit of a surprising first quarter. Timber Creek 20, Glassboro 9. Glassboro with the ball to start the second quarter. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock at Gloucester County College for the Atkinson tournament. Rothmiller gets a shot off, in and out. New player in the game with the rebound, Leonetti for Timber Creek. Fair ball. And Glassboro possession. And Timber Creek continues the full court pressure, which was so successful in the first quarter. Rothmiller, good pass. An excellent defense by Tiffany Jones. Glassboro inbounding from under its own hoop as Garrison tosses it in. Another steal for Farmer. Good pass. Layup missed. Steele gets it back. Goes up again. No good. Another miss. And Rothmiller is fouled.
Bob Rothmiller's a special athlete. We saw her as a sophomore here at Comcast. We did some special things with her with the Play Awards, and she is an absolute delight to be around. I mean, she's such an infectious girl who has a terrific personality, who just works well as a leader on a team, and her skills are just terrific. Not only on the basketball court, but again in track and field, she's outstanding in the weights. One of the top returning field throwers, and I would say probably in the state.
Shawn, Timber Creek to me seems a step faster than Glassboro, or quicker. They're getting all the loose balls.
They appear that way tonight. One of the things that they're doing is really protecting the basketball and forcing Glassboro into mistakes.
Travel call against Leonetti. It turns over to Glassboro. Ashley Willis with the ball. Wide open for the three, no good. And still Glassboro possession.
So what's happening so far in this game and in the first quarter is basically Glassboro, with all the turnovers, they have allowed Timber Creek to jump out on the break. And Farmer's done a nice job at setting up Steele for some easy jumpers. When Glassboro is trying to get back on defense, they're not able to set into the defense because Timber Creek is running with the ball.
Good ball movement by the Bulldogs in this possession. Miller, no good. And still with a loose ball for the Chargers. 5:40 to play in the half. No scoring yet in this quarter. There is now on the basket by Jones. 22-9.
That's just a terrific move by Jones. Now they got a break here. They don't. Glassboro doesn't seem like they feel very confident trying to push the basketball and try and go in for a 2-on-1 situation.
Jump shot, no good. Still bulldog ball. Glassboro has not scored here in the second quarter. Ashley Wilson bounding. They're moving around the perimeter well, but that zone is working well. Another steal by Farmer. Good pass. Layup missed. Glassboro with the ball, gets it back. Timber Creek up again, no good. Up again, no good. She's fouled. Leonetti with the rebound and is fouled on the shot. And Farmer's got a ton of steals, Shawn.
Yeah, you can't say in one phase of the game right now that Glassboro is doing anything better than Timber Creek. They're having a real problems with getting any boards. In transition, they're not able to work the ball around. And they're certainly not getting any better looks than what Timber Creek is doing right now, with being able to push the basketball off court. And even in the setting up the offense, Timber Creek is really taking Glassboro off the dribble. I think this is unexpected for Coach Wisniewski. I thought his team, he did also, would match up well against Timber Creek and it'd be an outstanding game.
And then he misses them both on another offensive rebound. And Farmer comes up with it again. Good pass, Leonetti up. She's fouled again. So Leonetti back to the line where she just missed two. .4:35 left in the half. 22-9 Timber Creek. She's 0 for 3 at the line.
You see her frustration on the line. Looks like she's trying to do everything right, trying to get the form down, trying to get the touchdown, bending the knees. Not able to go. That one's
23-9.
Becomes the fourth score now for Timber Creek. Got away with a walk there. Out again on the break is fine.
Very good. Still gets it back up again. She's fouled. No. Called for a travel.
The Timber Creek bench did not like Jim Perry's call.
You noticed that, huh?
Yeah. A little bit.
They're still sitting in a very effective 2-3 zone.
Stephanie Longley has come into the game for Glassboro.
In and out. Another loose ball from Martin. Jones called for a travel. You know, it's 3:44 to play in the second quarter, Shawn. Glassboro has not scored in this quarter.
Yeah, but
this is a potent offense, too.
They're having a very hard time. Give credit to Timber Creek. Donna Clark's plan to come in here and try to neutralize the scoring on the floor for the Bulldogs has worked to perfection.
Martin with the rebound. Farmer. They throw a breakaway opportunity here for Garrison. And she misses. And finally they get a basket. That's Garrison who missed the layup. Gets it back, puts it in 23-11.
But she didn't sulk about it. That was the one thing good about that play from Garrison. She misses the layup, but she pushes the ball back out with both hands to one of her teammates who gets the ball back and gets it in.
Steele baseline move. Misses this one. She was hot in the first quarter. Willis trying to take it all the way in. Does. No good.
Good decision that time by Willis, Natira Willis.
Gardner down the key. Misses but is fouled. Stephanie Gardner, only a sophomore. We talked about her in the pregame. She had 15 against Kingswood in their first round win. 2:28 to play, first half. And one more coming up for Gardner. Rothmiller back in for the Bulldogs. Good takeaway and a nice basket inside by Garrison. The two quick baskets by Garrison get them back within 9 points at 23-14.
Yeah, if they can cut this to 7 or 5, Glassboro, I think, would be really happy. Because they have been outplayed in every phase of the game so far by Timber Creek.
Still Timber Creek ball, kicked by Glassboro.
I think it would be an achievement to go down by single digits the way Timber Creek has handled Glassboro, allowing only 14 points.
Another steal by Willis. And stolen right back by Timber Creek, 2-on-2. Good pass, great pass. Outstanding play by Jones with the assist. And it's 25-14. That was a terrific pass.
She's able to dribble with her head up and find the open teammate.
Matthews in the with the rebound. Steal, and she hits. So back-to-back baskets get Timber Creek up by 13 again at 27-14 with a minute 25 to go in the half.
Steele with a dozen points now in this half. 10 coming in the first quarter.
Three-pointer launch, no good. Jump ball, and it is Timber Creek possession. Minute 10 to go in the half. It was 11-point Timber Creek lead after one. It's 13 now.
See Steele in the corner. She doesn't feel well. Again, she was sick yesterday. Matthews was sick earlier today.
Ashley North with a drive to the basket. Misses the layup, but will go to the line with two shots.
Number 3 foul,
47.6 seconds to play. First half.
Ashley Wills, a really good field hockey player for the Bulldogs. In the last couple of years, Bob, I know you're a big field hockey fan, right?
Absolutely, one of my favorite sports.
Follow the Bulldogs.
It's them both at 27-16. Now some full court pressure by Glassboro. And Timber Creek calls timeout with 45.9 seconds to go. This tournament, of course, held in honor of James G. Atkinson, longtime freeholder and freeholder director in Gloucester County. Just a great guy who was very supportive of all youth programs in Gloucester County. And freeholder Joe Chilla, Paulsboro High grad, will be here tonight, Shawn, to make the presentation of the winning trophies, individual and team, after each game. It's a great thing to have this for Jim Atkinson. He was a good friend of mine, Shawn. Just a terrific guy and a great freeholder. And he was a guy who transcended politics. He was every man's freeholder.
I started coming in with Comcast and started working them, I believe, maybe about 2 or 3 years when Jim was still here. And I remember the guy would come in and he always had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He always didn't seem like anything really bothered him too much. And I know from hearing from other people that he was really involved with the youth, really trying to give them other things to do and other opportunities instead of just hanging out with their friends. They give them things that they can do and better themselves, which is what you want your leaders to do.
Of course, the park, which was Bethel Mill Park, is now named James C. Atkinson Memorial Park as well. 27 seconds as Timber Creek looks to play for the final shot of the half. Jones and Farmer have been a great set of guards for the Chargers tonight. Really done the job both ends of the court. 7 seconds. Tiffany Jones takes in a layup. Oh, what a great shot by Tiffany Jones. 29-16. They played for the final shot and got it. And that caps a great first half for the Timber Creek Chargers. They lead it 29-16. We'll be back with second half action right after this. Shawn, Leary and Bob Shryock at Gloucester County College. Third quarter action, Timber Creek and Glassboro. Timber Creek, somewhat of a surprise in that it leads by 13. We thought we'd have a close game, John, but a bit one-sided at this point.
Glassboro seemed like they had a chance to get back into the game, and Timber Creek, with its defense, pushed it back to an 11 to then 13-point lead is where we have it now. Glassboro, nice pass.
Excellent.
That's more of what they need to do here, I believe, in the second half, is try to work the ball into Shamir Rothmiller's hands, allow Gardner to penetrate and kick it out, and you can find Ashley Willis and some shooters around the perimeter. But they need to try and move the ball inside and work into out. You know, that's pretty much the reason why they're 4-0 at this point. They haven't done that in this game yet, though.
Good drive by Willis and the basket.
Unofficially, we have her with 9 points tonight. That's half of the Bulldogs' points tonight.
Jones with a shot, no good, and taken away by Timber Creek. Good pass in the basket by Steele, but a nice pass by Martin to set that up, 31-18.
Steele with a game-high 14 points thus far.
Steele with a rebound. She's played on both ends of the court tonight. Farmer takes it in and hits the basket and is fouled. Great job by Tasha Farmer, a senior guard who just played a great game.
Outstanding body control that time by Farmer. She leans into Rothmiller and allows her to draw. She draws the foul.
33-18.
Number 30, that's her first. Farmer with 12 points.
Rebounded by Gardner. Glassboro needs the basket down by 15. Rothmiller top of the key, loses the ball. A 2-on-1, but a nice defensive play by Gardner. And a good pass, and the basket good. Gardner made that play. Great job by Gardner. Garrison with the hoop, 33-20.
That's a 4-point swing for Gardner there. She doesn't intercept that pass. That's probably 2 points for Timber Creek and a 17-point lead. Now they pull within 13.
They'll give her Steele that shot, and she's going to hit it. Lindsay Steele with another basket. She's had a huge game, 35-20. Glassboro trailing by 15.
Really impressive what Steele is doing, especially by, I mean, she was really sick. She was vomiting yesterday. Stomach virus, one of them 24-hour viruses that worked its way to one of her teammates, Matthews, today. Zakiya Matthews, number 23, who's out on the court now.
Glassboro with some pressure.
Way to break the press. That's perfect.
There's a travel call. 5:38 to play in the third. 15-point Timber Creek lead. Gardner, the sophomore.
Quick hands by Jones.
Yeah, I tell you, Farmer and Jones have really done a job. Both ends of the floor tonight for the Chargers.
We knew it was going to be a good matchup with Farmer and Jones, Gardner and Willis.
3-pointer no good, and the smallest player in the court, Farmer, with a big rebound. And that's a foul against Timber Creek. Jones draws the foul.
Jones can't believe it. She's saying, how can you call a foul on me? I just bumped into probably one of the strongest girls in South Jersey with Shamira Rothmiller. Giving the foul to me. How's that fair?
Better job of beating the pressure this time by the Bulldogs. And Wallace will go to the line with 2 shots. Ashley Wallace, one of the 4 Bulldog players in double figures against Kingsway in their opener, 68-47 win. Gets it. I like her shooting touch. 35-21. One more for Wallace. Doesn't get this bounce. And Jim Perry, the official, corrects himself and gives the ball to Glassboro under its own hoop. One more steal, Farmer. Good pass to Jones. This is right there for the rebound. An easy left-handed layup is Lindsay Steele, 37-21, but the guards again set up the play.
Steele with 18 points tonight.
Willis pulls up, takes a shot. No good. That's an over-the-back call against Matthews.
Glassboro has not had that short jumper fall for them tonight. Matthews going to go out. Leonetti going to come into the game.
Garrison, who has played well inbounds. Wallace, no good. Leonetti just in the game with the rebound. Farmer tries the back end, pulls it back out. Rare miss by Steele. Another rebound for Farmer. She has such great athletic ability, Shawn. The number 13, Farmer. Great player.
Well, the steal is 18 points. I think Farmer has been the best player on the court tonight. On both ends of the court, she's played nice defense. She set up her teammates. She's scoring. Running the break, outstanding.
Nice job by Steele. Gets the offensive board. Will go to the line with 2 shots.
Glassboro has had no answer whatsoever for Lindsay Steele. There's no one helping out down on the boards, and she's cleaning up.
Well, she don't waste any time, does she? What's that, 19?
19 for you. No, she doesn't waste it.
She's a player. That's
20 around with a dribble, just shoot it.
She has 20 to 39. It's 39-21. 18-point lead, the biggest for Timber Creek. With the basket hit by Ashley Willis. It's 39-23. Martin. There you go. Nice putback after the offensive board by Stephanie Leonetti. 41-23. Very athletic move. Nice move into the key by Carol Willis. It's 41-25. And a timeout is called with 2:51 to play third quarter. And Timber Creek's lead 16 points at 41-25. First part of a championship doubleheader tonight, Shawn.
Yeah, we had the boys' game coming up. Kingsway, I thought was a little bit of a surprise. They beat Washington Township in the opening round of the tournament. And Deptford knocking off Paulsboro.
Yeah.
Deptford's a pretty good team, though. I mean, even though Paulsboro, you might think maybe a slight favorite in the game, I'm not too sure about that. Deptford with a pretty solid team opening to an opening loss, which we had here on Comcast. You see Donna Clark taking a quick sip. Probably, Bob, I think one of the best games that I've done in any sport at Comcast was that opening night game between Williamstown and Deptford.
What a pass from Farmer to Martin for the easy basket, 43-25. Wow. And Farmer creates another turnover. Shawn, if I'm voting for MVP right now, Farmer gets my vote despite Steele's points. And Steele's played great.
My apologies to anybody that I've seen over the last couple of years. I haven't seen somebody this skilled that can handle the basketball since Sakira Young, who played with Glassboro, at least in the Gloucester County and South Jersey area, or at least for at least Gloucester County.
Jones with a shot, no good. Rothmiller with the rebound. Willis takes it to the hoop. No good, but she's fouled. Ashley Willis. 18-point lead for Timber Creek is their largest lead of the game, Shawn. They led 14-2 early, then 20-9 after the first quarter and 29-16 at halftime. But this lead, 18 points, is their biggest. One more for Ashley Willis.
Yeah, Farmer does remind me of Young, where she can handle the basketball extremely well. She sees the court, and she could dominate and take over a game defensively. Another girl who comes to mind.
43-26, 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Jess Joe to Kingsway. Similar styles.
Steele. Martin, no good. Rothmiller in a good position for the rebound. Good strong drive to the hoop by Tara Willis, and it's 43-28. And Timber Creek will keep it. 15-point lead for the Chargers. Pretty good crowd on hand for the early game, with the boys' championship contest to follow. Minute 20 to go in the third. And then the inside, misses the layup, goes back again, misses again. And Glassboro with possession.
Glassboro needs a good possession here. Down by 15.
Strong baseline move, and the basket good. And it's Wolf, and it's 43-30. And a smart timeout by Steele. Couldn't get the ball in bounds, calls timeout. That was a good timeout. So Glassboro making a little run. It's 43-30. They've cut an 18-point lead to 13 with 49 seconds to play in the third.
Yeah, I mean, look at it right now, the 13-point deficit for Glassboro, Bob, and you got to play good defense, maybe you get a steal. cut it to 11 or 10. And then fourth quarter, you're just going to have to play lights out defense. Prohibit Timber Creek from getting out on the break. Try and pressure the basketball, create some easy opportunities for yourself. And some of these balls are going to have to drop. I mean, you have a lot of shots that are going up. It seems like there's a lid at some point. At some points during this game for Glassboro, just hitting the back of the iron and kicking out. And they've had some decent looks. That first quarter, playing a little haphazardly, Bob. I think they were just throwing some balls up and not really setting. Timber Creek really confusing them. I think with the speed of the game, Glassboro not used to seeing its opponents with that much speed.
So Glassboro not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, down by 13, a long way to go. Glassboro switching to a man-to-man defense. Timber Creek doing another good job of taking some time off the clock. 20 seconds in the quarter. It's a smart team, Shawn.
They're very smart, man. Glassboro not putting pressure on the basketball is allowing them to dribble it out. I want to think about trying to pressure and force the turnover. Glassboro.
9.5 seconds. Good pass to Martin. 3 seconds. Doesn't get the shot. That'll do it for 3 quarters from Gloucester County College. Timber Creek 43 and Glassboro 30. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes after this. Fourth quarter basketball at Gloucester County College. Bob Shryock and Shawn Leary with a special guest, Joe Chilla, freeholder in Gloucester County. We'll talk a little bit about the Jim Atkinson tournament. Glassboro with a long way to come back in this one, down by 13. The steal by Lindsay Steele and a breakaway opportunity. Left-hand layup, good by Jones. Joe Chilla, nice to have you on with us. Timber Creek has been impressive.
Yeah, Bob, thank you very much. It's been an exciting game. Timber Creek certainly has the upper hand during the whole game. Glassboro's fighting tough, trying to come back here.
3-pointer by Gardner cuts it to 45-33. This is the best player in the court right here, but she was fouled on her way in. Joe, I just wanted to ask you a little about Jim Atkinson. I know you came on the board after Jim was gone from us, but I know you knew Jim and knew what a great man he was and how much he was in favor of anything the youth did in this county.
Yeah, you're certainly right there, Bob. Jim was a good man. Unfortunately, I never did get to serve with Jim on the freeholder board, but a lot of his goals we still hold true today. One of his passions was farmland preservation. The county's done a great job continuing Jim's legacy in that respect, and his care towards the children. And this tournament's one way for us to recognize and keep Jim's memory alive.
This tournament keeps getting bigger every year. The attendance has been great, Joe, and I think it's a real tribute to Jim.
Absolutely, Bob. Absolutely. And all the proceeds from this tournament do go to the James Atkinson Memorial Scholarship Foundation and affords an opportunity for someone to get a scholarship to Gloucester County College.
Glassboro making its run as Ashley Willis hits the 3. They've got an under 10 at 45-36. Don't count out these Bulldogs, Joe. They're undefeated. They had a rough start in this one, but down by as many as 18 in the third, but now they have it down to 9 points.
Well, they're certainly fighting like Bulldogs, aren't they, Bob?
Yeah, it's a lot of great athletes at Glassboro High School. Jones, Martin with the shot. She misses, and a big opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Now just down by 9, but taken away by Steele for Timber Creek. So you're going to make the presentation of the winning trophies and individual and team?
Yes, I will. And Jim's wife, June Atkinson, she's here this evening in the audience, and she's going to join us down for the presentations for the awards.
She's a great lady. It comes every year to this tournament. I know she appreciates the sentiment, the idea that this honors her husband's memory.
Yeah, she certainly does, and June is a great gal. I got to know her real well in the last few years, in my involvement with the Democratic Party and being elected to freeholder board. She certainly is a wonderful person, and we're glad to have her here today.
So you were not a basketball player, correct?
No, not much, Bob. And I'm actually trying to learn this a little bit. I was talking to some friends of mine from Kingsway up there, and they're explaining to me about these lanes and all the different seconds you're allowed to do things. So I'm learning.
You were, however, a wrestler.
Yes, I was. It's interesting. Every time I thought there was a lot of stalling going on out here, but obviously they're fouls. So it's not stalling at all.
So the old Paulsboro High School head coach, Bob Frederick, here tonight.
Yes, Coach Frederick here, and it was nice to him. I didn't want him to give me any up-downs or anything.
So there's a big rebound and basket by Martin to get it back to 11 points at 47-36.
I think these Bulldogs are still in this game.
They need a little bit of a run, only 5:10 to play. Joe, I want to thank you for being on with us, and thank you for being here tonight on behalf of the tournament to make these presentations.
It's my pleasure. On behalf of the Freeholder Board, Director Sweeney, my pleasure to be here tonight with you, and thank you for the time.
Thanks a lot. And Shawn Leary is back with me. Shawn, Joe was trying to take your job, trying to do a little play-by-play there.
Oh, yeah? All right, well, listen.
A little color commentary.
That guy can do everything. That guy can do everything. We got a lot of sports guys.
Former wrestler at Paulsboro High School said he's trying to learn the basketball game.
Yeah, well, Paulsboro guy, right? I mean, you got to be a wrestler.
That's right.
Well, there's some good basketball players coming out of Paulsboro, guy.
Open inside and getting an easy basket is Martin on a nice feed by Matthews, and Timber Creek back up to 13 at 49-36. Looked like Glassboro was going to make its run, Shawn.
Yeah, it did, and then you got a couple of just not boxing out, not playing well into the interior of the defense and Timber Creek.
Strong move to the hoop by Willis for the easy basket, 49-38. Steal all the way in, and hits a left-hand layup, and 51-38. What a tremendous game Lindsey Steele has had. Three-pointer, no good. And Steele with the rebound. And she's fouled on the play as well. 4:02 to play in this one. The Bulldogs need a run. They need it in a hurry. So it's a shooting foul for Lindsey Steele. She's had a terrific game too, Shawn.
Oh, yeah, especially this girl was pretty sick yesterday. Again, sick with vomiting, come out and put together a game she had tonight. It's pretty impressive.
She may have the quickest release in a foul shot I've ever seen in my life. Rothmiller, no good.
It's not getting that ball to drop from that range from Glassboro all night long. Just not finding that shot for any one of the scores. And basically this entire unit, the starting five, can score and drop double digits on any night.
Rothmiller with a loose ball for Glassboro. 3:28 to go. Glassboro needs some baskets in a hurry. Three-pointer, good! By Willis. They're still in it, 10 points, 51-41.
Got to force it here on defense now. Down by 10 with 3 minutes. Timber Creek going to try and control the ball. Milk the clock, try to get that clock down as far as it can. So you're going to need.
Wow, that's a big call. 5-second violation on the Bulldogs. On the Timber Creek. So Glassboro with a chance again to get under 10.
Don't necessarily have to go for a three here. You just have to go for the best possible look. If you're able to drive inside and get a three-point opportunity, that might even be better for him. That's a bad look. Not a smart decision that time.
Jones can't keep it in bounds, turns it over to the Bulldogs. 2:41, there's time. Glassboro needs a hoop though.
So one of the Timber Creek fans.
Rothmiller, boy, they needed that one from her. They're down to within 8, 51-43. Don't count out the Bulldogs. Newcomer in the game, the Riff. And Timber Creek calls timeout. 2:17 to go. Still time for Glassboro. They trail now by 8. This is the closest they've been, Shawn, since the first quarter.
Yeah, getting in by playing good defense. Again, enforcing Timber Creek into mistakes, something we haven't seen now. Timber Creek playing back-to-back games with kids who are frankly a little under the weather. You might see some of that effects here in the fourth quarter, and Glassboro taking some opportunity when it can to run with the basketball. But, most importantly, got to play good defense, got to force the turnovers, and then when you get the ball on the offensive end, don't just jack it up. You got to have a quality offensive look, whether you try and get it into Shamira Rothmiller and allow her to kick it out, or Gardner penetrate and bust it out to one of the Willis girls. But that offensively, that's the way you need to have a look. You can't just force it up there and throw up any shot.
It's Timber Creek ball. They lead by 8, 2:17 to go. And Glassboro needs a defensive stop.
Almost an over and back.
We'll use some time.
So Timber Creek handles the ball so well that it's very difficult to force turnovers in this situation. Can't really double team anybody because they can work out of a double team and get an easy layup. But at some point in time, Glassboro going to have to take some chances.
And Farmer is so good with the ball. Minute 35.
Get it out of her hands.
They've run off about 50 seconds, and she draws the foul from Willis, from Gardner.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bob. Too much time for Glassboro there. I would try to maybe double team, get it out of her hands, either pick up the foul and allow her to get to the foul line. Hopefully she misses.
Farmer at the line, 1-on-1 opportunity. Her team up by 8. All important first shot. And Rothmiller with a big rebound. Glassboro can cut it to 6 or 5 with a three-pointer. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. And that's a good defensive play by who else? Tasha Farmer. Forcing the up and down. 1:24 to go. And Timber Creek gives it up.
Right.
Three-pointer, good by Willis. 5-point game, 51-46. Minute 7.
Come and double team her now. Get the ball out of Farmer's hands.
Farmer and Jones out front. They've been the spark plugs. 50 seconds. Glassboro's got a foul, Shawn. They got a foul. They got a foul. There it is. 41 seconds. 5-point lead for Timber Creek. But another 1-on-1. Farmer, who's done very little wrong tonight, missed the first end of the 1-on-1 last time. Let's see if you can make this one. Very important foul shot. In and out. Glassboro with a chance. Oh, bad throw. Bad decision. Another foul. This will send Jones to the line with 32.7 seconds. Glassboro's had its chances.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of confusion going on. Donna Clark's talking to 2 of her players on a one-on-one situation. In Glassboro, looked like Garrison, maybe hearing some of the Timber Creek fans just try to get an outlet pass to nobody. There was no one there.
Big foul shot by Jones. 52-46. So a 6-point ball game. Right now a 2-possession game. If she makes the second part, it's a 3-possession game. 32.7 seconds to go. And give Glassboro some credit, Shawn, because they were down by 18 in the third quarter, looked totally out of it, and they've come back.
Well, I really think that Glassboro could even have found themselves even closer than what it is right now. Just some poor decisions with the basketball on the offensive end. And then they're just, again, trying to hurry a little too much. You still have plenty of time with 30-some seconds left to be able to pull that, work the ball down court. Garrison trying to find an easy outlet pass. And frankly, just threw the ball up. And there was no one down court. And just maybe some poor decisions with the ball. But if you look at that, Glassboro putting themselves in position and not giving up. You got to be pretty pleased with that if your coach was Wisniewski.
So Jones will go back to the line, and it is a critical shot because it's either a 2-possession game if she misses or a 3-possession if she makes it. A 3-possession game. Glassboro's going to have to make a couple of threes. Glassboro ball inbounded by Willis. 21.5 seconds. They have to launch it. There it is. No good. Offensive board. .5 seconds. Glassboro running out of time. A timeout is called, but doesn't look too good for the Bulldogs now, Shawn.
Now it looks like Timber Creek's going to go to 4-1. Glassboro going to drop to 4-1. Good and bad you could take out of this for both teams. With Glassboro getting down early, and pretty much Timber Creek holding that in check until here in the fourth quarter. I wonder if too much energy expended by the Chargers in the first half, and again playing yesterday, a couple kids who were under the weather kind of fell apart here a little bit in the fourth quarter, but Glassboro showing some character of not giving up in certain points of this game.
So it's going to be Glassboro ball, but they have to launch one immediately on this inbounds pass. Looked like a pretty good block by Martin, but she's going to be called for the foul, and that's good news for Glassboro because it stops the clock and puts Garner at the foul line. Timber Creek fans not liking that call. The 3-shot foul. She shot. Yep. It's a big one. 53-47. She makes all 3. Then it's just a 2-possession game. That's the first 2. 53-48.
She might want to try and miss this. Well,
hits all 3. 53-49. 8 seconds to go. It's not over. Guys, we're making it interesting.
I was going to say, she might want to miss that third one intentionally, Bob, and try to pull down the rebound right there with Rothmiller underneath. Maybe you get a quick deuce. And at that point, you can pull it to within 3 points, 1 possession, and try to create the turnovers. Of course, doesn't really matter at this point, but...
Well, they got a foul on the inbound pass, Shawn, immediately. They can't take any more time off the clock. Only 8 seconds to go.
They'll try to go for the steal. You know that guy, right?
Yeah.
Rob Christ in the house. It'll be Gateway baseball coach going to join us for the boys basketball game, Bob. Yeah, Houston coach.
Former Gateway coach. Right?
Former Gateway coach, right, yeah, right. I'm stuck in the 90s.
Now Glassboro must foul on the inbounds play immediately. She didn't get it in. Oh boy. What a play by Glassboro. Great defense. They don't get the ball inbounds. But Shawn, they have to get the shot off immediately. It's a 2-possession game. 4 points, 8 seconds to go, 53-49. They got to get one up immediately. Oh no, they got to shoot it. They can't pass the ball around. They got to shoot it.
Yeah, too much passing.
Yeah, there was too much passing.
Some type of time management and none whatsoever there. Working the ball around the perimeter was not something they needed to do. At that point, you need to chuck it up.
The shot's good, but it's too little, too late. Rothmiller hits the shot. Was that a 2 or a 3, Shawn?
That was I believe it's
a 3.
All right, a 3. All right.
That's a 3. The final score is 53-52. Timber Creek wins. Game's over, right? I mean, it's not.
Yep, game's over.
We'll be back with a wrap-up right after this. Final score: Timber Creek 52 and Gloucester, or 53 and Glassboro 52. And I'm with a relieved Donna Clark, the head coach at Timber Creek. If you look at the final score, Donna, it's really not indicative of the kind of game it was.
Yeah, for the most part, you're right. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much came on in the second half and made it a close game. They didn't give up.
You were led by 18 in the third. I guess you felt relatively safe then. Been pretty good Glassboro team, though.
Yeah, they are good. They're very athletic, and like I said, I mean, they didn't give up, until the buzzer went off. I mean, they hit a 3 at the end to make it a 1-point game, so they're a good team.
Donna, your guard play was extraordinary. Is it like that all season so far?
Yeah, so far. I mean, we're pretty much a guard-oriented team, so that's pretty much our only option. So, yeah, it is. It's kind of how we work it.
Lindsay wasn't feeling well, but she didn't play that way. She had a great game.
She did. She's been feeling, pretty sick for the past 2 days, and I had to pull her out a couple times. She thought she was going to, lose it on the floor, but she held it in, and she continued to work hard.
Does this game get you ready for the Olympic? Pretty tough test.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough conference, and this is a good game for us. Yeah.
Congratulations, Donna.
Thank you very much.
Shawn?
We're here with two of the players of the games. I'm going to start with Tasia Farmer. You would be like an aggressive driver because you're jumping in and out of the passing lanes. So many steals tonight. Really, I think, setting the tone offensively. Would you agree? And was that something that you really try and key yourself on to help your team, is really to start it defensively, run the break?
Yeah, I just like to steal the ball and make sure I get my teammates the passes. I love assists.
So you would much rather give a dish than a three-pointer or some other type of shot?
Yeah.
How big was this win for you guys to win this tournament? How does that jump start this season? I know you guys 3-1 now go to 4-1, but to win a tournament early on, how much does that mean to you guys?
It was real big. I think it's going to give our team a lot of confidence.
Went up against pretty good guard play in Glassboro. You were able to see them play. What did you think of them? And were you kind of nervous going into the game saying, I need to be very good defensively because of their good guard play?
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking at first, but as soon as we eased into it, it was okay. Our team is big on fouls, so we had to make sure we played straight-up defense today.
Well, congratulations to you. Best of luck to you for next year. And just want to talk to one of the other players of the game. Now, you were sick, right? You weren't feeling too good yesterday.
Just a little bit, yeah. I had a stomach virus earlier this week, so.
So I should probably kind of stay away from you. Outstanding game today on the boards. You had Farmer doing an outstanding job out front, but then also you were getting a lot of good looks inside, a lot of cleaning up. Is that something that you needed to be assertive? And going up against Rothmiller, a pretty tough task.
Well, we watched them play yesterday, so we knew they were a really good team and they had a lot of good players, and that's definitely something our coach emphasizes in practice, so it was good.
Well, congratulations to you again.
Thank you.
Now, we hope you feel better as well.
Shawn, they can both play on my team anytime.
Yeah, they were pretty good tonight, man. They really, they lit it up. And you look at this thing, you look at Tiffany Jones, and we talked about her in the beginning of the game. And really, she didn't really need to do anything other than distribute the basketball and play a little defense because those two were unstoppable.
Kind of a tribute to Glassboro. They're down by 18. Looks like they're going to get blown right out of the gymnasium. They came back playing a 1-point game, John. A lot of credit to them.
Right, and I think you look at it in the character of this team, I think it's really changed after those 6 losses last year. And you look at they finished the year 13-13. So, you look at that team, they're going 13-7 at the end of last season, and then coming into this year, opening up with 4 straight games. A great win to start with Gloucester Catholic. I think really says something to their character that their Glassboro is one of the teams you need to look out for in the Diamond Division. And one of the things you look at them is they're not going to quit, no matter what type of deficit that they're facing. You look at what they did tonight, I think they really struggled in some areas of the game, but they picked it up. And if you're able to clean those things up, especially when you're going into the rest of the season, you might look at Glassboro as one of the contenders in Group 2.
Good working with you, Shawn.
You too, Bob. Merry Christmas.
Final score again, Timber Creek 53, Glassboro 52. Timber Creek champions of the James G. Atkinson tournament. For Shawn, Leary, this is Bob Shryock. Thanks for watching on Comcast.